Behind me is the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek, and we're going to shoot this video using these Ray-Ban Meta video glasses. Hope you like it. Our test vehicle is shown in Alpine green, and as you can see with this Wilderness edition, you get these little gold accents in the bumpers and also roof rails. So just little styling cues. Some more aggressive cladding designed to be more of an off-roader. At the end of the day, I would say Subaru is definitely one of the leaders in this segment for off-roading, just because they've been doing all-wheel drive longer than anyone, and all of their vehicles come standard with all-wheel drive. I like what they've done with the styling of the Crosstrek. It's very aggressive, it's very distinctive. You could see this from a mile away that it's a Subaru, and I think that's a good thing. You also notice like the rear bumper, the front bumper as well, pretty good angle of approach and departure, good ground clearance. Again, I'm not saying that this is a Jeep Wrangler by any stretch of the imagination, but it is a crossover that has off-road capabilities. The interior of the Crosstrek is quite nice for a vehicle in this price range, but then again, everyone's really stepped up their game. You know, RAV4, etc. This is maybe a little smaller than a RAV4, probably more like a Toyota Corolla Cross, but nevertheless, they've done a good job with the gauges, with the instrument panel, infotainment screen, etc. So I like what they've done. And I do like this color combination. I don't like the gold accents, but I've seen those in other colors. There's a blue, and it works better, in my opinion. Maybe if you're a Green Bay Packers fan, this is a good combination. The steering controls are in the right spot, but this is a little bit of a busy steering wheel. Not a big fan of this gold accent, which is throughout this special edition Crosstrek. I actually like the vertical infotainment screen. I think this is a nice change. Tesla kind of started this, Volvo continued it, and some other brands have gone to this vertical. I just think it's easier for the driver to navigate. My biggest concern about the Crosstrek is the fuel economy. I just couldn't imagine a vehicle of this size with a small displacement engine would only get 20 miles to the gallon. That's not ideal. But I think it's fair to say that the CVT is not without issues. I do wish they'd go back to a regular transmission, but the reality is when we move towards electric, which I hope we don't, at least not critical mass, then transmissions will be kind of obsolete. I will say the auto start-stop in this vehicle is very abrupt. I feel like most car companies have addressed that and really kind of smoothed out that process. I'll demonstrate it in a second here. But in this Crosstrek, it seems to be very, very abrupt. It's not the smoothest transition. Again, this is not a luxury vehicle by any stretch of the imagination, but you would think by now, after doing auto start-stop for a decade or so, car companies would have figured it out. See, there's this delay, and then you can literally feel it starting. Not a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination, and it can be turned off, but just something I noticed. As you can see down here, we've been averaging 20.6 miles per gallon. That's not impressive for a vehicle like this Subaru Crosstrek. We should easily be getting 25, 28 miles combined. And most of that was highway miles, driving from Orange County to San Diego. As mentioned, I really like this vertical infotainment screen. Reminiscent of what Tesla and Volvo and others have gone to. I think this makes a much better layout.